see it then. Dust 2 now live. So Dust 2, it's experienced a lot of changes over the years, as you may have noticed, but here in Counter-Strike 2, it still has the same old long plays. The only thing that's really changed is mid-watch is a lot different now. But we're getting on into this game. It's time to see who's going to thrive, who's going to survive. It is Victor taking a bullet to the brain right off rip.
And still not good enough taking down still though. Some picks to be seen, but hey, Victor is still not cleared out. He's getting some work done, anticipating a few flashes, but hey, that is going to be enough damage to Teiko for them to fall back out from there, because hey, it seems like Victor is just too strong for them to manage, despite being 3 HP only. Rotation is there. There's a guy lurking up mid. Rage Machine definitely does hear those footsteps, and yeah, he's going to be doing really well to deliver those headshots, and now TryHearts looking very good on the pistol. FMon clearing one guy out, and the last guy for the Rage Machine. Boy, oh boy. TryHearts, once again, with a really strong start. These guys never disappoint, but hey, Teiko, they have been showing a lot of hope in the previous game, especially. And yeah, if they're able to keep up with it, we might see a very different picture from what we initially imagined.
Absolutely. Now, different pictures. Let's paint a pretty picture here of a chance at Teiko taking us to map number 5. And to do that, they're going to have a recuff. And the recovery is in the Eco Tech 9 rush. I mean, how many times the cliche, we rush B. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot to see. It's a lot to take in. And I can't wait to see if they're actually going to be able to pull through with it. But some shots fired. Rage Machine getting all the way through the smoke. And oh my god, he gets 2. But it's the counter push. Managing to get enough picks. And Afamon cleans it up mid.
He's still going for more, though. But nobody to be seen just yet. Teiko has become a lot of damage. RT Mod, once again, jumping out. Confidence. And yes, he is going to be delivering at least one headshot. That is, once again, a little bit of damage done to TryHearts, and it's going to be paying off in the future for these guys. Because, hey, the more they hurt their economy, the more favorable they are to win the next round. Prodigy just with an eagle left. If he's able to deliver 2 more headshots, he can actually secure this round, but will he try? And yes, he definitely should.
Does have the bomb. Going long, though, that's where Victor really wants him to be. That range difference, it's going to have to come down to the pixel perfect dig shot, which, you know, everybody here is a pretty good player, but that's a tough fight to
Teeny
take.
weeny hard to hit, yeah.
It's just a little bit tough here, but doesn't mean we're not going to see it. These guys are really solid players. They have what it takes. But do they actually have the timing? He could just walk across site for free. They're guarding mid so much, but they don't have bomb. And the timing, no! Victor lets him cross. And with that cross, unfortunately, the bomb is going to be planted. And that's a lot of money for Teiko. And a potential for Prodigy to just play time and clutch the round. And if he does that, well, we're looking at a very different start of the game.
Definitely for sure. Victor now waiting for his teammate to rotate. Just not showing his face yet, and now he has peak. Prodigy trying to survive, trying to land some headshots there, but oh, luck not quite on his side. And TryHearts, they did lose 3 people there, so that's not good. But hey, they do have some money saved up, and they should be good enough for Tech 9s, or MP9s.
Tech 9, MP9, no, they're going full blown.
Never mind.
AKs on this side, but I am going to be looking at the M4s here. I mean, a decent weapon, but on a map like this, it's known for the long range play. And that's why it has been historically, the past 20 years of Dust has taken place of this map being a T-sided map. So I need to see what TryHearts can do to start themselves off with some strength, because they got ways to go. They got a ways to go to take this game. And, you know, to be honest, we've seen them lose those. Like, last game, that's an upset.
I mean, a really interesting way that TryHearts have been saving up their economy is, like, the way they just chose not to go for helmets, just go for Kevlars, yeah. And not even go for multiple kits, just only 2. Yeah, 1 for A, 1 for... Hey, when you got that thought, but Inquis just found one Indigo. There we go. Victor and Helper doubling up on short. dealing a lot of damage towards Teiko, and now the retaliation is there, but it's a little bit too late. Victor, though, still holding the angle, and is going to be holding it diligently enough to take down Scrabble, going for more.
That's it. A big push back here on short, and Inkwell might have the jump on Victor. Victor turning his back on someone again. No, he's back online, but no! If he just kept holding that angle, he would have gotten Inkwell. 1 HP now down for this player as the bomb has to get planted. Afamon slowly lurking up behind you. Will you be able to get on point? Will he be able to shut these teammates down? I mean, that's the real question. Is Rage Machine's actually in a solid spot to maybe just cut off the site, but with the bomb planted long, it's not planted at all. Afamon punishes, and it's just Prodigy who does not have bomb. But with 20 seconds, they're getting aggro. You could just play time and you win the game for free, but instead, they're trying to push up, and Prodigy might take advantage of that.
Prodigy definitely could, but hey, the timing is just a little bit off, and Afamon getting the 2 very crucial kills to secure this round. That instant repossession from B and not opting to actually come from CT for the trade, just making his way sneakily from short, is going to be rewarding this guy the round.
Yeah, and 3-0, there goes the bonus. It's now time for this team to just keep up that energy, keep up the momentum that they've been building, and they have what it takes to just end it up with another insane spree. But remember the last time they were 4-0 on Inferno, and then they still managed to lose it. So we just have to wait and see. We can't make predictions yet, but you guys can. Over on the Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, make sure that you tell us who do you think is going to be taking this game or taking the whole series, as we are getting into round number 4 and a fight breaks out in Cat.
RT Mod smoked off temporarily. Tech9's really not a good idea to walk out of that smoke without helmets. TryHearts just locking the whole map really nicely, but that CT smoke is going to be hurting Indigo just a little bit because he can't do much with an op, but we have seen him landing a few shots through the smoke. There we go, first guy spotted. Rage Machine is going to be the first line of defense for these guys. Hopes finding him out. Afamon, though, still holding strong on B, but he doesn't know somebody's coming through tunnels as well. Side take is there. Teiko is just converting this round around with just pistols, and this is huge, but hey, the retake has now begun for these guys. Look at RT Mod Edu. Never mind, don't look at him.
I'm looking at him 6 feet in the dirt right now. Now it's just going to be really up to the retake here. 3v3. And there makes it a 3v2. Let's see if we can find the one underneath window. And hello, the eyes are the window of the soul. And where the bullet goes through with the headshot for both.
Wow.
They just got shut out. Shut down. Locked out. Beautifully played.
TryHearts lost 2 members in the fit of the moment. But once they're once again calm and composed, this is what they're capable of. And Teiko, now, without any rounds, are back in the game. Well, they are going to have a lot of money to buy all the stuff that they need after that really good eco and because of the loss bonus as well. So now this is the round where they start coming back up from.
Yeah, Teiko does have an op in Prodigy's hand. But if you talk about oppers, you have to talk about Indigo, the counteract. And they might actually go for a mid peak. And yeah, they're going to try to ego each other. Smoke it out mid. They actually don't want to peek that. They know their limits. Smart about it. And setting themselves up for a different angle here. Here comes a big push. Oh my god, look at the mid presence of the CTs.
Exactly,
them
that's
in
what I
lower.
was going to talk about. They're already in lower, cutting out mid, and Teiko, they're not being really all that confident long as well, but look at that. Inkwell is going to be finding Indigo with his pass down. Helper, though, coming up from short, is going to be trading 1-for-1. Not exactly the same guy, but hey, it is a kill, and it matters.
And it does matter enough. With Indigo now gone, there's a long way for them to go. And Afamon is down, but Prodigy is taken. And they still have now an op in the hands of Hope instead of Prodigy. And a chance for them to keep up. But no! Victor, huge! Spray transfer, clean as ever, leaving us now in Inkwell's hands to clutch. And he's somehow all the way in mid. CT mid at that.
The amount of confidence you need to push out of a smoke just like that is something only Victor could manage. Just turning this round around in the favor of his team is insane. Getting 2 picks, and now it's just Inkwell left all alone, and he's going to be walking through the crosshair of Rage Machine. I do not think he anticipates him there. He does. The timing in Inkwell's favor. Inkwell just being a teeny weeny bit smarter. He knows where Victor is. Victor 14 HP. Will the angle serve him right? But Inkwell's gonna be quick enough to react and taking the round back from Victor's hand.
No way.
Boy. This is a
clutch.
roller coaster.
Roller coaster of emotions, but God, was that expensive for these T-side players, but even more so for TryHearts. Indigo now going for a sniper. He knows that there's an op in this game, and the only way to shut it down was going to be that scout, but instead he opted not to do it, opting to back it up and play it slow. It's now time for a little bit of a setback for this team, and it's not what you want to be hearing. Solid 5 rounds in.
Definitely. TryHearts going for a more conventional approach this time. They have taken long control. Teiko, they are focused more than ever on short. Edelberg just trying to spot someone out. He has a smoke ready for that. There we go. Teiko.
Ops pushing.
Oh
Indigo.
my god. Indigo
why
just
they
not
bottom it
missing.
up.
Exactly. Even though the team has MP9s and even a deal, Indigo, the op investment definitely is now paying off. RT Mod, round doors, not really knowing what to do. FMon has a great angle on him, but decides to be a little more passive because, yeah, not losing any members would be the best for them in this case because the man advantage is obviously on TryHearts' side.
Yeah, big advantage here. But that can change. They still have the weapons. Indigo's the only player that really can do something about this team. The timing. Oh, bunny hops around the corner. We got Foon in the lobby now. And now Victor's going to take advantage of all that noise being made mid and start with the swing. But the long distance MP9.
He's going to manage.
Beats Scrabble.
Prodigy and RT Mod getting their kills of their own, bringing some hope into this round, but still no idea where to go. Is going to be opting to go towards Chard. RT Mod doing a lot of work here. There we go. He has to counter Indigo's op. Indigo still not offline. The op is active. Reposition, missing his jump a little. Climbing back up short. What is this guy doing? But if there's something he can do, he's going to do it. Look at that. The quick scope in, and he should be able to get the last guy as well. What is this round?
Looks easy. That's what this round looks. I mean, it's just like a crazy back and forth, but at the end of the day, the fact that they Hail Mary said, hey, Indigo, you're carrying us. Here's an op. Dropping all of their fundage, keeping the rest alive, Indigo proved why they did it. Now, a similar story is happening for Teiko's side. They're buying Inkwell Prodigy hero rifles. Everybody else is going pistols. So it's up to Inkwell, up to Prodigy to get the picks, to get these players shut down. And that's a big ask. A lot to try to put on the shoulder of these teams. And I don't know if they got it. Ooh. They might not.
RT-Mod, the play that he's been trying to do for the previous 3 games, has now finally worked off. He has the gun now, pushing up onto side. Can he find more? No, he cannot. Shut down by Helper right there. Indigo with the op active. On short is going to be finding one as well. The smoke has been faded a little bit, which is going to be giving him the perfect window to find Prodigy as well. Kills after kills coming in from TryHearts and Teiko. Not much they can do.
Not much, but we do have Indigo able to still get a pick. Inkwell, he's got the rifle. He's the hero. And he almost gets one, but there's just too many people, too many ops to deal with. And one down, Affamon, but the trade. Now they're probably gonna have to go get a AK here is the play, not wanting to opt for anything else. I like it. Playing it smart, playing it methodically. And they might be able to keep it up.
Indigo is opping, you could make a montage out of this guy. Like, just in the matches that we've seen live.
True. And
it's just insane.
I mean, you're right. We can make a montage. And you guys watching the stream right now can also make a montage and submit it for our clip contest. Winner is getting some money in their hands, and whoever you clip pop off, they get some money too. So support yourself, support the players, and let's see how these teams supporting each other in this round with a first blood for India.
Just pushes up lure with it off and just gets one that easily. Oh boy, Scrabble, do not miss that push through the smoke, and he will not. Affamon has been found out, and that is 1 for 1. Make it a 2 for 1. Make it a triple for 1. Teiko just turning the round around, but so is Indigo, holding on to his life, getting kills after kills as he always has been. But A side is now all wide open. The problem though, the bomb is too far behind. It'll take them a little bit of time to get it back on A, but Rage Machine and Indigo, both of them are gambling it out on B.
Sometimes you just got to take the gamble. And these players know how to do that, know how to bring the fight, but with the bomb inching its way over to the other side of the map, they don't have the money if it gets planted on B. So unfortunately, they were really hoping that this was going to be a B push, but Teiko read that well. A bomb plant means that this is going to be a 6-2. You can't really push in when Rage Machine has no money and when Indigo is a little broke right now. So getting into this next round, it is going to come down to the play style here of TryHearts to manage to get their economy back, but they have enough rounds to kind of let Teiko take a few and get this to be a maybe 7-5, maybe even 8-4 half.
Definitely, but that's too far in the future. For now, it is going to be a 6-2. Teiko finally getting the second round on Dust 2. TryHearts still 4 rounds in the lead, which should be giving them an advantage. Not a lot of money saved, so yeah, they're gonna have to make do with what they have. Op still though alive in Indigo's hands, and we know how deadly it can be. So yeah, even this round is not to be taken lightly for Teiko.
Yeah, not gonna be taken lightly, but you know what is taken lightly? It's the buy here. A light buy for TryHearts, as of course, actually no, it's not a light buy. They're forcing, but the weapons they're bringing aren't exactly heavy. This is not going to be easy. But with an op in Indigo's hand, we can see a repeat from that 5th round, where we're going to be seeing Indigo pop off and their team making the investment in their player. And they are going to be setting this up. A decent push time coming up mid, and honestly, not a whole lot of confidence. I'm looking at that CT side. They're all kind of panicking, finding new angles to peek.
Definitely going a bit more passive on this one. Hey. Oh boy, that was the only hope that they had in this round, and now it's just Rage Machine and Victor alive with the rifles that they have. But Teiko is just going to keep on pushing, getting those kills, one after another. Still being really cautious with all that utilities. Now, finally out of the smoke, they are going to be able to get inside A side and probably will get the bomb down. Our team mod, are you going to be more aggressive or not?
It's only up to them to find out. RT, just playing the smoke, holding it well. I mean, this is the angle that you definitely want to be doing here. You know, don't want to have to play it too desperately. But are we going to see anybody peek? Looks like this is going to be a CT save. So, unfortunately, all of the setups, Teiko does take the 6-3. And Indigo lost the op, so we're not going to see an op on the side of the CT side for, I'd say, another 2 to 3 rounds here, unless they take it from Inkwill's hands.
Which won't be the case here this time around, I guess, but yeah. Take over the 3rd round, and 3 rifles saved, which is a good thing, because Helper and Indigo, they definitely do not have a lot of money to work around with, only 1,935, so yeah, they should be leaning more over to the pistols, but they definitely can go for a force, because hey, 3 of their players are still alive with rifles. But on the other side, looking at Teiko's economy, it's looking really well. They're almost flowing in cash right now, looking really good on the weaponry and the util department as well. So yeah, should be a straightforward round for these guys. But on the other side, TryHearts are gonna have to try something fancy, which they seem to be.
Let's see how fancy these plays can have B, as they are going towards B with just one player looking for that opening pick, Evil Scrabble. But I'm still keeping my eye on Indigo. Only has a Deagle in hand. Rest of this team just waiting it out. CT's, you know, taking it slow. They already won this half technically. You know, CT sided, not exactly a thing in this game. But if they just keep playing smart, they might be able to lock it in. And a decent time burning the clock. That's the thing about Dust 2. Not a lot of util is needed in a default to get value. But the value of mid is now trying to launch out. Looks like it is going to be a B to mid execute. Mid to B.
Mid to B it is, an Aphamon. Only on side is going to be finding one off. Window should be traded out fairly easily. And yes, he will be. Not a lot of guns still alive. Only 2 rifles and an MP9. And now they're going to have to move inside C side, inside B side. What is that? Valorant side. But oh boy, the retake has now begun.
The retake, not exactly easy, but if they just have the angle. Prodigy's up. Spots one. Freer than free onto Victor. Good timing, though, for Indigo. He's got an AK. He's got the timing, but Scrabble's got one. Now it's a 2v3, and there's not a lot of time left. Hope making some noise, and they swing, but Indigo gets caught out, and that is going to be a 6-4 side, 6-4 half, and a solid game so far. But we're not done. We still have a long way to go for this team.
Definitely a very long way left, because 6-4 Teiko. They have showed a lot of hope in the previous map, and now they are showing it once again, because TryHearts, they do have 6 rounds, which, as you said, is kind of enough for CT side. But hey, if it is a 6-6, it will fairly be the same game on the other half as well for these guys. So now is the time to TryHearts to just try and score a few more rounds. Maybe make it a little bit easier for the other half.
Here we go. Some shots fired, and oh my god. Inkwell nearly kills his teammate, but instead kills 3. No, 2. Right through the smoke. Headshot on up and almost gets Indigo as well. Just insane that he gets that much value through a smoke. And talk about through things. It's through a wall that we see another pick. Another one. And another one. And another one. And they just keep that energy going. They can keep it up. But we're getting into a 2v5. Indigo having to save this op. Has to back up Afamon here, who managed to get one and a gun. And a pick.
Oh boy.
It's a 2v3.
They're now going to be moving. Oh boy.
But it's Indigo who's just guarding it. He's going for it. He can't let Teiko take another round. He almost gets the kill. Kobe. 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 Oh my god, Prodigy.
So close. But hey, good nade, good kill. Good round. Teiko, really aggressive all around. And well, Inkwell with the spray down on long, just finding 2, just Evil Scrabble, tripling it up with a kill on mid. Yeah, Teiko is just messing with TryHearts' mind right now all over the map. And yeah, it's just the complete opposite story. It's basically as if Teiko is being literally how TryHearts were in the previous, or at least the first 2 games.
Yeah, this is some scary gameplay. I mean, we're looking at a team with utmost confidence versus a team that gets picks like these on Indigo and on an Afamon, saying, hey, yeah, push mid, go for it. It's our site. It's our fight. And they're just going to keep that energy up with another bomb plant and some more money to keep this team up and up. But we do see some attempts at a retake here. Remember, it's the last half, so no saving this time. And they still have some flashes. So, oh, Prodigy, this positioning is evil.
There we go. It is evil, as you said, and he's going to be finding some evil kills, and that is going to be 6-6, an equal half for both of these teams. And now we're going to be switching sides, and we're going to see if TryHearts is able to close this map out and take this series with them, or will Teiko keep dragging this and actually end up winning this entire series. That is there for us to see. But hey, for now, Teiko is doing an amazing job at holding TryHearts back.
Let's see this hold. Let's see if they have what it takes. I mean, right now, I'm just loving what we're seeing from these players. 6-6, kind of anticipated. These games are getting a lot closer, significantly stronger for each of them. But I do need to see a bit more coming out from TryHearts. Now that they're on the T side, they have the advantage of the map, but will they have advantage of momentum? As we do know, this team loves popping off, and if they take us to a decider on train, well, it's going to be a tough one. As we're getting into now the half, as we're getting into now a chance at Teiko taking us to a map number 5, you can tell that there's a little bit of panic in the air.
Definitely is. I mean, hey, Teiko, they are just on the comeback up, and well, TryHearts, as they were just so close to getting it, they just seem as far away now, because hey, they still only have to get one more map. But hey, the way Teiko is playing right now, yeah, you're definitely right about the panic in the air, because TryHearts they were a bit carefree, I believe, but now they have to really do something about this, because Teiko is just, they're just being relentless right now. They are not going to let this go.
Yeah, not a lot of room for, not a lot of wiggle room for TryHearts, but with a timeout being called, again, this is your time to take a little bit of a break from the stream and check out our Plausible Gaming Discord. We do have an LFG, so if you want to see players, again, this is a community stream, so if you want to actually play with Helper, Rage Machine, Victor, Affamon, Indigo, or Teiko's side of RT Mod, Scrabble, Hope, Inkwell, and Prodigy, if you want to play with these guys, you can join the LFG server over in our Discord right here, right now. And if you're good enough, you will be able to also compete in one of our wonderful tournaments here at the Plausible Gaming Community. Thanks again for watching. Let's keep the game going as the half has begun and the pistol round is underway.
For sure, TryHearts now on the terrorist side. They are the ones who are going to be taking the sites, planting the bombs, blowing stuff up. Moving towards long. A few lurks on mid as well, and they definitely do hear the rotate going through, trying to catch someone. And the rotate, Rage Machine, still no information. If they push this through, Rage Machine is going to be having the perfect opportunity to shoot some heads, and that is exactly what he will be doing. There we go. It's pretty much a crossfire for these guys. Hope, though, finding one out on side, but look at how much work is being done over towards mid. Rage Machine is going to be doing all the work for his team to secure the round. And, well, the side executors were able to take the side as well, so wow. What a split, what a round.
Yeah, going in the favor of the T side, though, that is going to be a little bit questionable coming out from Teiko. And they will try their best to maybe take this round back, buying a few Deegs, I see, maybe being able to fight these players all the way into a newfound position. But only time tells, and right now, time's favoring TryHarts. They already have map 1, and they want to keep up that energy.
Oh, nasty shot by Hope there on Indigo.
That was actually insane. That was a crazy pick. I'm not gonna lie. I did not anticipate that being the way that this round starts. And now, I know for a fact that neither did TryHarts. I mean, they want to keep holding that W key.
Kind of do. Up really close on mid, doubling up on short even. And TryHarts is betting it all on B. They are going to be a little slow, not giving away any information, but they do have to be really cautious of LT because Hope is there, who just landed a headshot, and he definitely can land a few more, making his way towards upper. Might be able to find someone, but hey, they are holding his head, and as soon as he pops, it might just be blown away, but never mind. He's able to get away with one more somehow, and even bails out of there. No trades.
No,
what is this guy up to?
Oh, but Affamon's online. Finally, we're seeing some kills in return. Maybe some damage to boot. Maybe they can keep up this energy. But that's a big, fat maybe. They have to. They have to. With some shots fired. Bomb planted. 3v4. And rifles. All of them. One. No. Affamon's whiffing. But luckily, the spray transfer is getting it. Last two are in upper. And they get mowed down. Affamon picking up where he left off damage-wise, and that's the kind of play that we need to be seeing every single day.
Definitely. Affamon doing a lot of work here. And well, this round was going to go to these guys' side anyway, but hey, it was looking a little bit iffy because of Hope's play there. But hey, good shots delivered, damaged their economy a little bit, but they're still going to be able to hold on to the rifles. On the other side, we are seeing a little bit of a buy, lacking a bit of a utility on CT side, so that might hurt them a little, but hey, should be able to hold them down for a little while. Look at what's happening in long. Up real close. No fights to be seen.
A pretty solid nade here, and some decent shots, but nothing quite yet to penetrate through this point, and good damage. Good damage to keep their whole team up a bit, but we are going to be seeing Inkwell and Hope grabbing another one down, and Helper, AK in hand, having to join with their teammate. It's a 2v5. TryHearts. This is not a bonus. They did force here, so they have to put a lot of money behind this.
Definitely can convert this round. RT Mod is literally just one shot. On the other side, Hope is a little bit tagged as well, so there's a chance, but they have to play this out really slow and have to get their respective picks. Going towards A side from short, even if they do get the initial picks on side, they do have to worry about the guy who's long, because He's still there. And he can ruin the entire side take. First pick pound,
Nice.
one more to go inside.
Should know what they're doing. Oh, no way. Scramble in their brains. Beautiful sprays. And honestly, that kind of energy is going to be an allowance for this team, Teiko. They know that now they have not one, but 2 AKs, and they're facing off against TryHearts, who doesn't really have the best cash. Affamon can buy Indigo and Op, and they will be doing it yet again, going with the Hail Mary, purchase your teammate plays. That is the level of team coordination that is required for this team to stay active, stay fit, and stay alive.
Indigo. Now with the Op. Can do a lot of damage. But how exactly are they going to enable him to do so? Teiko being really aggressive towards long. A lot of utilities to be seen. And, well, Indigo. Just post it up mid. Suicide trying to see if anyone crosses or peeks the double doors. There's the crossing smoke, though.
Good damage. Looks at Victor, 1 HP. I mean, this guy is definitely taking a lot of those nades, but he's alive, and that's all that matters. And with that life, let's see if he can find any value. We do have the T side kind of questioning where they're going to go. They're waiting for one of the CTs to make a mistake, but unfortunately, Teiko's not giving them that kind of credit. They're taking their own time, and now, how are we going to see a return to sender? How are we going to see more and more damage from this team?
For sure. Five's still alive, though. Can do a lot. But this boost is going to be deadly, maybe even for Indigo. He will not expect this angle, and he's going to be the first one to peek. And there we go, Artimod making the perfect use of that angle. Inkwell peeking out as well, the boost.
Nice
okay!
shot, Rage!
Just flicking away and getting away with the kill. Victor also delivering a headshot with just 1 HP, picking up an AK. What can he really do? A single pellet of a nade is going to be his death.
Oof. Great damage. And there he goes. Victor flashed out. 1 HP, doesn't last him much longer. And that's going to be just Affamon who gets 1, but got to be better than that. We're now tied 8-8. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a close one, bringing us into our set. Our best of 5, bringing out the best of both teams. And honestly, Holler, I got to know, like, what is the strat for TryHearts? How are they going to turn this game around?
I mean, thinking about it really, first we should really look at what they have been doing so far, right? They have been playing it out really passive. We haven't exactly seen any aggressive pushes yet, as you said at the very start of the game, like just a simple B push. But they are taking out really passive, and that's what they're known for. And we're also seeing a time from them, so we might see a change of pace. But hey, regardless, they've been taking out really slow and playing it out on picks. No specific long control to be seen yet. They haven't really fought Teiko at long. They haven't exactly fought mid. They are just waiting it out, waiting Teiko to make any mistakes. But yeah, Teiko is just not doing that. They're doing the same thing by playing just as passive. So the play here for TryHearts here might be being a bit more aggressive, getting those early picks in, delivering some damage to Teiko, and then move on from that. So yeah, that might just be what they're missing.
Okay. All right. I hear you. I see you. Again, we also look at who would be making those very first picks, and it's Indigo, who unfortunately has been shut down quite a bit, but now we're looking at the team MVPs. Inkwell and Affamon, they've also come in very clutch here. As remember, Inkwell is warming up today. He didn't get to play yesterday, yet still is bringing quite the fire and flames to this team. But as we are getting into our round 17 here, it is going to have to come down to how this team wants to enjoy their playstyle. But take a look at the buys. TryHearts has nothing. They have to go for the pistol. They have to try to, bring it back later in the game. And last time they tried to do that, they lost it in overtime. Not exactly an easy recovery, but if a team can do it, it's the TryHearts.
Teiko once again being aggressive towards long and short, trying to take those early controls, and since they know that TryHearts doesn't really have all that many weaponry to work around with, that nade was deadly. Just shaved off so much HP off of Helper and Indigo. Just paves the way for a few easy kills.
If it's paved the way, it's now time to maybe, just maybe, get a jackhammer and tear up that road. They have to make it work, but some damage dealt. Half HP down on Hope. Decent wall bang. Should be able to find some level of, some semblance of that damage yet again, but still looking over at a very aggressive CT team that isn't being punished for their early aggression.
It's just RT mod up against 4 of TryHearts. Coming out, they're walking out. He's going to be seeing their heads one by one. What exactly is he doing? They're out, buddy. 2 kills found. Buzz kills. Both of the guys who were damaged by the nades. There we go. Afamon finally landing a headshot. Could do a bit more damage before going down. And yes, he does perfectly. Takes off the helmet of Eel Scrabble. And now peeking out once more. But Hope is going to be there to shut him down.
That's crazy. I mean, beautifully played. Now, Teiko's in the lead. They're really showing that it's not the side that they're on, but the team that they're on. And they are playing it just the way that I would want for our comeback season. But will the comeback actually manage to come to fruition? Or is this team going to have an issue finishing what they start? Obviously, we do have TryHearts now with a bye. We still don't have an op for Indigo, but it really comes down to players like Afamon with the AK, with the Vandal, being able to clutch it up, being able to game this out. And I think they might have what it takes to bring that fire.
Definitely might have it. But they have to bring it out, even if they do have it or not now, because after this, it's going to be the decider map, and it's going to be Train. But hey, for now, that's a bit too far into the future. TryHearts, they do have long control, and now they are leaning a little towards mid. Could very well see an A split here. And Teiko, more ready than ever to face it off. Pop flash incoming. Hope is going to be peeking that angle into 4 people. There we go. 1 blind, 1 kill secured. And he's going to be traded out right away. He could have gotten a lot more there. But hey, 1 is good enough. Good nade by RTMod, delivering a lot of damage to Indigo as well. And yeah, he's going to be switching up to long as soon as he takes the guy down short. Boy, oh boy. TryHard now trying to adapt.
But TryHearts, they do have mid control. Evil Scrabble's the one to lock it down on the B point. It's not going to be the easiest of angles, but Scrabble knows how to hold these. Indigo's now down, and 2 are still so low. They actually didn't see Helper quite yet, but the jump, the timing, RTMod gets it anyways. So very clean. But can they keep up that energy? No, they can't. They're down and gone. Done and dusted. Game and match. Unfortunately, TryHearts is out of options. They're out of money. And Teiko wants to bring us to map number 5.
They really do seem like
scary
they want to bring
turnaround,
it in
man.
mind. Yeah, it's really, definitely something that TryHearts did not expect. Because, hey, how does this happen? You're so dominant in the first 2 maps. You take it 13-4, 13-3. That is an insane score. And after that, all of a sudden, it's just 19-16, double, triple overtime. And now you're struggling against the same team that you were just getting, you were just dominating. So yeah, Teiko is showing us an entirely different picture, and now TryHearts is definitely struggling. Not a lot of money to work around with. Again, only, maybe a Galil's 2 AKs, something like that, but now they have a timeout, and they really are discussing what to do. So yeah.
Not a lot of options. That's really all we know. There's not a lot that you can do in this position to turn this game around, unfortunately. I mean, we know that they have the money next round, but they have to go for an 11-8 comeback. And if they manage around that, then I put my faith in them. But if they don't just get around that corner, if they don't rear their heads and keep allowing Hope to get crazy first bloods, then this game is bringing us to Train. And Train is a map that both of these teams were fairly confident on. So I couldn't tell you what would happen if we get to that final point, but I know that Teiko can say that they're confident moving forward with a win and keeping that momentum into the games continuing onward. So what's the play? Gonna have to see what they do. Pulling out all of the stops, all of the locks. And there's the spray. Inkwell gets Afamon yet again. The first blood going in the hands of Teiko with no trade.
Shutting Short down as well with a molly, but that's not going to be stopping rest of the TryHearts. Prodigy though ready with the op, and Inkwell there to assist him as well. He was scrabbling, tripling it up, and just shutting them down. That was a quick round by these guys. The early short control, the early long control. Oh boy.
But now it's time for buys. We have Indigo with an op. We have Victor being able to buy up. Remember, all of the previous maps that these teams really just popped off with TryHearts was maps where lurking mattered for Victor. Victor gets so much value out of that lurk, and we haven't seen it yet. So maybe with the gun in his hand, maybe with the playstyle of a lurk being the main prerogative, they can actually take this game. But that's up to them. That's 100% going to be down to how these players bring the fight. We are going to see some decent lineups here.
Decent lineups for sure, but is that going to be helping them win this round? Because they definitely do need it. After this, it's going to be a match point towards Teiko. And TryHearts, I'm pretty sure they do not want that happening. Playing it out really passively once again, not walking into any of Teiko's crosshairs just yet. One guy on the lurk towards B, and the rest of them are now focusing on mid.
Focus up. Take it out. There's the pick. Evil Scrabble grabs Indigo again. Another first blood. It's all that they get. Over and over and over again. There's only so many rounds, but it's more shots. And a shot at this game. They have to split. Nobody gets long control. Nobody gets cat. There's 45 seconds here. And Holler, there's no shot. I doubt that they're going to be able to get onto point in time.
They won't. 30 seconds and it's only counting down. Rage Machine, the first guy, is going to be able to take the fight. Maybe, maybe not. Yep, he does. Finds the first kill. Even the second on site. They might just be able to do this. There's one more guy to care for on CT. If they do get this frag, there's hope for this round. But now, they do have sight. Rage Machine actually picking up the drop top. And now, the round has turned around in Teiko's favor.
TryHearts wanted to keep the momentum, and Rage Machine figuring he could be the opportunity. Everybody's taking a shot at picking up that gun and doing some damage with it. Absolutely beautifully played, and time for more. Inkwell grabs Afamon, pushing up, might be able to spot one, but Victor needing to rotate around to his team. They hear the footsteps, but they have to work together, and boom is a headshot there. Victor able to clean house yet again and again and again, and our T-Mod having to go for the save. The 11-8 turnaround starts here. And they keep that energy up beautifully. Let's see. Can this team bring it before overtime? Because honestly, no match point yet. TryHearts did this last game. And a map number 5 doesn't feel that great when you already were 2-0.
It's only 4 rounds, It's only 4 rounds. They can, if they've shown us better stuff in the past, and they can do this. But hey, the same stands for Teiko. And the odds are even on their sides. The economy, not that great. Might just be their last buy. But hey, RT Mod and Prodigy, they're boasting a lot of cash there. But look at that. Indigo once again back on his groove, finding the early pick with the op. And I believe Prodigy just went there to peek him. And yeah, just lost that specific duel. Still though.
Here we go. Inch it on up.
I think the only thing that's kind of going wrong with TryHearts, because their entire playstyle was depending upon how they were able to exploit Teiko's strats here and there on the map, and it's kind of just not working anymore. Because hey, there's a limit, there's an extent to how much you can really read the other team. So yeah, it's just you're kind of failing to do so, and well, Teiko's having a good run because of it. And obviously, not to mention that they're playing really well. Look at that wall bang, so much damage dealt.
Lots of damage, but honestly, I'm still favoring TryHearts here. I mean, they got the first blood. That's what matters most. And they shut down Prodigy here. So it's going to be up to Hope. Hope is opping. One well-placed flashbang can get both of these guys in the current positions. 45 seconds, they have to commit to a site, and oh no, the corner swing! They're not using any util to push! Helper, toss a flash! Rage, toss a flash! And there they go, they're using them! They get them! And they get two. Now they're on site, now with 2 players remaining. It's time for them to clutch it up, and the bomb now planted. Teiko. The retake, up to them. They have to avoid TryHearts getting match point. Have to avoid them getting double digits. And they keep playing this.
Because, well, Teiko, they look like they just want to save their guns in this round. Because, yeah, the economy, a lot of cash on RT mod and Prodigy, but it's probably going to be used on Hope. And, yeah, Evil Scrabble and Inkwell, they probably do want to keep their guns online. So, they just are going to go for the save. Let's give TryHearts their 10th round because, hey, they did play it out really well. Even though that first guy should have died coming out of tunnels because of that one flash, but hey, they were able to come back up from that really easily. And well, 10th round, and TryHearts are now in double digits, at you.
Yeah, double digits on the board. Teiko here still having more than enough to buy. They're doing some damage. They're doing some decent damage to the economy of this team, but it's really how Helper is going to be able to make his money spread thin. I mean, he's got to buy... No, nobody's buying him. Helper's gonna have... No, okay. Someone else is buying him. Good. He's gonna have to make this little bit of cash last another 3 rounds, and that's not easy to do, especially if we see another first blood in the hands of Teiko. But Evil Scrabble now opping. We had Prodigy opping, now we had Hope opping, now we have Scrabble trying his shot at it. So I think that one thing we can definitely see is Teiko is not feeling confident in the roles of Counter-Strike right now with their team and kind of flexing what they can do to figure out what counters TryHeart. Who has the reaction time against Indigo?
Op shot baited. CD smoke is there. Victor finds the perfect timing onto RT Mod, is going to keep on pushing on the side, but Eagle Scrabble is there holding the angle, is going to be fine. The first one still inside Ninja. He needs to be cleared out. Rage Machine coming up as well, is going to try and help his teammate Affamon. A little late, but it's fine. Rage Machine finding the nade kill and somehow survives. That making Hope jump back into CT. That Molly, super good.
Nice.
And Affamon, super good as well. Finding the final kill, and TryHearts closing the round gap.
Honestly, just so dang clean. 11-11 with TryHearts bringing it back with the past 3 rounds. The 11-8 call out. And unfortunately, Teiko, they don't have enough money. They have to try to go to overtime. That's what this buy is. They're trying to commit to it. But no, Evil Scrabble. He's able to buy an MP9 to join his team. Will the SMGs make it work? But I think we're going to have to go to another OT here. Or TryHearts just takes the game. They've managed to figure out the playstyle that Teiko is dominant on and learn from it, adapt to it, and maybe take our best of 5, a 3-1 scoreline.
Adaptability, definitely the biggest factor in CS. Can turn games around, can turn rounds around. So yeah, TryHearts finally back at it. SMG's active though. Evil Scrabble is blind right now, but is still active. There we go. First kill found. Can he be traded? Yes, sir, he will. Victor and Affamon opening up side for their teammates. Plant should be there fairly easily. And now it is just 1 MP9 and 2 Deegs there for the retake.
Here we go. Retake online. Indigo giving up. Might lose the timing here, but no. We're not going to be seeing them push quite yet. No.
Indigo. There we go.
Gets the body shot, takes out Hope. Prodigy wants to swing on out, but they don't have time. They have to just do damage, take out as many of these guns as possible. Helper's already gone, so the money is favoring. But no, another execute. Prodigy, the last player standing. And he's facing a wall. How is he staring at the wall?
Trying to dodge a flash, but there are none.
Oh, he didn't dodge the bullets.
Okay. Fair enough, but hey. They couldn't dodge the 12th round as well. So now 11-12, they are having a full buy now with only 1 SMG on the board. And this is going to be their final chance. And if they lose it, it is game over for them with TryHearts taking this series. So this round is as important for Teiko as their entire run in this tournament.
Ooh,
Here we
good
go.
Spray, Affamon, Indigo getting scrabbled down. And they're now on the B side. B seemingly weak. And our team on only SMG in hand. They have weapon advantage, life advantage, game advantage. They're ready for the bomb now planted. It's time for them to shine. This could be it. Smokes on the board. Prodigy wanting to try to swing through. The nade, perfect. But that opens the door for a molly. But no, Indigo, get your gun up. He just swings out, but somehow manages to live. 13 HP, counter spray, counter kill. They're going out of doors, and unfortunately, the door is closed for Teiko. It's up to Inquil 1v5, and all is lost. TryHearts taking our grand finals here, Holler.
Wow. What a game by these guys. What a comeback and what a shutdown on. Bro, it's how dominant TryHearts were, how they were shut down for a little while, but then they finally got back on their groove once again, really adapted to how, I mean, TryHearts they have this specific game plan that just exploit every single mistake that their opponent is making, and they did exactly just that to win this tournament.